I was 24 and certain of my walls, a woman who had learned to love her empty halls. I'd packed the hoping quietly away, convinced that wanting less was wiser than the weight. Then you arrived the ordinary way, a Thursday, unremarkable, mid-May, and something in my chest let out a breath I hadn't known I'd been holding since I left. Long before the vows, before the white and gold, before I had the courage to be bold, something moved beneath my carefully kept ground. You were the place I came unbound. Before the altar, I was already yours. Before the flowers filled the open doors, before the ring, before the gathered light, before I had the words to say it right, my hands had learned the shape of giving in. My heart had found the only place to begin. Before the altar, I was already yours, already walking toward these sacred doors. Now 20 years have worn their way into our hands, the same face in the mirror, slightly more than planned. You keep a list of every book I said I'd read, and every year you gift me one. That's all I need to break me open in the best of ways. The small rememberings inside our ordinary days, a life built not from furniture but from the sound of you still choosing me, still home. The years line up like rooms still left to find, and everyone is you already just behind. Still standing in the same impossible light, still choosing you across the morning quiet. I wanna say the thing I felt the longest. Before you I was getting smaller, not stronger. Piece by piece I'd handed back my voice, until the silence felt like it was my choice. And then one night you asked me what I feared, and waited, really waited, till I cleared enough of the careful quiet to let you hear. And in that space something healed I'd held for years, too long, like a wound I wouldn't name. You hurt me and I never was the same. That was the altar long before the church. You found me when I'd given up the search. Before the altar I was already yours. Before the flowers filled the open doors, before the ring, before the gathered light, before I had the words to say it right, my hands had learned the shape of giving in. My heart had found the only place to begin. Before the altar, I was already yours, already walking toward these sacred doors. And all the years ahead are just the way we live the truth that started on that day. Let every room we share from hearing truth. I was already home the moment I chose you. Before the altar, I was already